Kill, destroy, destroy. Ain't no stopping me now.
Go, folks. Mr. Ringman made this six-man over-the-top rope elimination battle royal as a preview of this Sunday's Royal Rumble.
This is going to be a great warm-up for these superstars, JR. I think I'm ready for the Rumble right now. Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over. He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
You better tell the cameraman not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit, JR. We don't want people's TV screens cracking.
He's not going to get caught with that one. He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
He countered that one perfectly. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night. What a reversal.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. I can't believe he countered that one. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar.
I don't believe it! The match is over!
only have just seen a glimpse of what's to come at the Royal Rumble this Sunday.
Yeah, things are looking good for him now, but if there's one thing you can expect from the Rumble, it's that you never know what to expect from the...
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, earlier tonight we witnessed a classic bout for the World Heavyweight title. So before we begin the Royal Rumble match, allow me to formally introduce you to your new World Heavyweight Champion. You see, despite Eric Bischoff's apparent desire to keep the World Heavyweight Championship vacant, Raw will indeed have a champion to represent the brand at WrestleMania. And speaking of Eric Bischoff, I plan on personally coming to Raw tomorrow to get an explanation from him as to why he's been vacating every title on the brand.
Mr. McMahon's coming to Raw tomorrow night. I'd hate to be in Eric Bischoff's shoes right about now.
Who wouldn't, generally speaking?
Now remember, the man who wins tonight's Royal Rumble will earn a title opportunity at the greatest sports entertainment spectacle of all time, WrestleMania 22. Yes, the road to WrestleMania begins right here, right now, in this very ring.
No chance, so that's what you got. Can you dig it, sucker?
What a reversal. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination. He's a slippery devil.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. That went nowhere. He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
See, JR, exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number. Rob Van Dam is such an amazing athletic competitor. There's not a doubt. And it's been reversed. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just...
He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
I'll show you. You'll see.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1.
There's the reversal. These superstars are putting on a great match so far.
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it, but it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stopped wearing that crown, I'd say.
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, You might...
Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match! He turned the tables on his opponent with that one! Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on SmackDown. I don't think these superstars have... Up and over and out. Eliminated.
Mike Dudley...
Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. You think this is going to be a back and forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR. Watch out! He reversed it! These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope that's one fewer superstar in this match. A textbook reversal there. And there's the elimination. He's not going to get caught with that one.
Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match would be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and...
That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar.
I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? There he goes! He's out of the match!
No matter... Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR. You know, know, JR, everyone goes on and on about how great The Undertaker is, but I think he's overrated. It takes more than black lights and some dry ice to impress me.
Well, how about going 13-0 at WrestleMania? A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? Is there any superstar in WWE who can go toe-to-toe with that man, The Undertaker? I don't think there is. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for...
What's going on?
I have no earthly idea.
Hold it right there, pal. That was pretty smooth, and you almost got away with it. The next time you try to cheat and switch Rumble entry numbers, make sure you're not doing it in front of a hidden security camera.
I don't believe it. He cheated. Why, of all the...
I thought there was something fishy about him, JR.
I will not have the greatest match in sports entertainment tarnished like this, damn it! On my personal authority, I'm reversing the referee's decision and disqualifying you. I want the Royal Rumble restarted right away with these 6 participants. We're gonna have a legitimate winner here tonight, by God.
It's not over after all. The Royal Rumble is going to be restarted.
You heard Mr. McMahon, JR. It's not going to be over until we have a legitimate winner. Haven't I told you that cheaters never prosper? This is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
I feel like we shouldn't even be talking during this match, JR. We should just silently admire the masterpiece, like we were looking at a sculpture in a museum or something.
If you want to zip your lips for a few minutes, King, I won't complain. He's not going to get caught with that one.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you... That's one fewer superstar in this match.
You've got to love Ric Flair. The Nature Boy doesn't let any... Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess.
Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match! Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw. It's like he read his opponent's mind. I can't believe he countered that one. These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you? So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then.
He reversed it. See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup.
He's going behind his opponent.
And there it is, King, the master lock. He's executed it perfectly. The referee has called for the bell. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner of the 2006 Royal Rumble. He outlasted 29 other superstars to do it. And by God, he's going to get a title shot at WrestleMania 22. What a night for him.
What a night for Raw! We've got a new World Heavyweight Champion and a new #1 contender. I love the Royal Rumble, JR.